Hey everyone, this is a replay sent to me by Brooklyn82. If you were watching last week, you would have seen he sent a replay with, using a Nuremberg, and this is now the Devonshire, which is also a decent choice for the north spawn kill route, which is what he's doing. The role for the Devonshire in the beginning is similar to the Graf Spee. If you watched that one sent to me by Vader, as Devonshire is a heavy cruiser, so it can take out forts using its AP from any distance. Now, since Brooklyn spawned in the south, he's just hanging around to take out this northern fort on the south entrance before heading to the spot to wait for the first wave to spawn. Apparently, the Spurgeon's not being very friendly to him. So I'm going to speed up, as obviously he's going to be heading north to the spawn point of the first wave over at the 7-8 line. And as far as common ship choices for this route, there's a lot of picks using the Nuremberg. With its two sets of 3 torpedoes, makes it very forgiving to use. And as you saw with Vader's replay, the Graf Spee is a very survivable cruiser. It makes it easy to keep yourself alive when doing the north spawn kill route. Now the Devonshire has a heel as well, but obviously not quite as durable as a Graf Spee. But the main thing is it has 4 torpedoes per side, which is really the key you need for doing this route. Would I want to use this as a hunter-killer role? It's definitely a usable pick. Whether it's ideal or not is a different thing, as ideally you'd want a fast, long-range, hard-hitting cruiser, and something like that would be the Budiani, for example, or Makarov. Or maybe Molotov for our hunter-killer role. Now, first spawn is at 12. And you will notice, if you watch Brooklyn versus Vader's, they position themselves a little differently from each other for each of these spawns. Next spawn is at 9:12, so I'm going to speed it up. If you watch the Vaders, you'll notice that he adjusted his positioning to the other side of the battleship, and that is possibly very critical in the Graf Spee, as it's slower and needs that time to get into position at the 5-6 line. But for Devonshire and Nuremberg, it's not quite as an issue. You can be on this side of the Kaiser. Now with the Kaiser sunk, you need to go and position yourself at the 5-6 line. Wait for the next group of spawns. Obviously, I'm speeding up because it's a lot of time till the next spawn at 627. One key thing you need to be looking at in these replays, and you have 3 examples if you watch all 3, is you need to be looking at where they are positioning themselves, as it's very important. Even being at the 5-6 line isn't necessarily enough, as if you are positioned too far back, you won't have torpedo angles to hit the ships when they spawn. So if you do want to do this north spawn kill route, you definitely want to be studying these 3 replays. The Nuremberg from Brooklyn, the Grass Bay from Vader, and this replay, the Devonshire from Brooklyn. Next spawn is 342, so I'm going to be speeding up. .342, and Brooklyn's obviously targeting the Conic first because it's the bigger threat to him. Let's speed up once more. Next spawn is 142. And one thing to really take note of is positioning, as this next spawn is going to be really interesting. Now watch this. Yes. Brooklyn nearly got spawn rammed by the Nuremberg, and if you've been watching my channel for a while and been looking at my funny moments videos, there have been a number of spawn rams in Killer Whale by Operation Script, since we are doing exactly this, waiting for the waves to show up to farm them. If you haven't seen any of them, take a look. You can see what you think. If you like them, I'm sure there'll be more to come in the future. That was the last wave, and we're just heading from the exit to finish. And if you do have an organized group like this, make sure you have ships near the exit ready to get in when you're done farming. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.